Hello, hello, hello. Antphrodite here, your pop culture psychic, back again with another reading. This time it's on something spooky and ooky. So, shout out to Piscean Babe on Twitter for sending me this link. She says, I watch your true crime and paranormal reads all the time, and I love them. Since you said this is a new year and you want to challenge yourself, I have a challenge for you. The Hope Diamond. Those who've owned it have died. So, had no idea what the Hope Diamond was, although I've been told that it's the same one from... I almost said The Little Mermaid. The Titanic. I thought the old lady dropped it into the ocean in the end. Well, baby, I went down and got it for you. Oh, you shouldn't have. Very that. So I didn't know that it was cursed. I didn't know any of the backstory. I read the little article she sent on Forbes, I think it was, about the backstory of the woman who was owning it. And the curse. So we're basically going to go ahead and look at it and see if it really is cursed. What happened to all the people, because the woman who owned it was very much sounded like she was a Leo. We looked it up. We think she is a Leo. But she was obsessed with diamonds, and then she kept the diamond for forever, but every one of her family members ended up dying. So remember, these readings are all alleged for entertainment purposes only, and this is the first time I've ever done this, and I do not know what we're going to get. This is a big challenge. I don't even know if I'm going to get anything or going to know what I'm seeing, but let's see if the Hope Diamond is cursed. Ooh. Huh. So 5 of Wands is an avoidance card. 7 of Cups is a many outcomes card, a dreamer card. 8 of Wands, rapid change. Huh. Oh my God. It pulls out. Oh my God. It pulls out true intentions. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. That's actually really cool. Okay. So for anybody who's a witch, if you can help in the comments, let me know. So it's pulling out true intentions. So the 5 of Wands is avoidance. So those are things that we avoid in ourselves. Those are things we don't want to talk about or things we don't want people to know. And the 7 of Cups is many possibilities, which means that this stone, whatever is attached to it or whatever hex or curse or whatever it is that's on there, ever intention set, it brings out different things in different people, things that we've been avoiding. And the 8 of Wands says it brings them out quickly at a rapid pace. So for me, when I read that, I was confused. I'm like, well, how is it bringing different outcomes for different people? And the Knight of Pentacles is inconsistencies. So that's stories that are not 100% accurate. That's also about like an inconsistency in who you are. So it's like showing a different side to yourself that's not real. Facades, because the Knight of Swords is reversed. So that's impurity and impure intentions. So you're showing the wrong side of you. You're showing a falsehood of who you are. And the Empress is reversed, which to me is 2 things. First of all, it is, a little bit of a loss of control. It's also a lack of self-love. But when we look at this, I forget the name of the woman that owned the Hope Diamond, but this is exactly what they said happened. She put it in the nightstand and held the jewel. So this is literally the exact depiction of this. I wouldn't be surprised if the art is inspired by her, to be honest. It might be. But it's reversed, which to me means that this is where I go back to the Fool. So the Fool's here. To me, this indicates pure energy. So I think her name was Evalyn. So 4 of Swords is a rejection and healing of wounds, and Page of Swords is about not wanting to fight. I see her as naive and innocent, and I see her love of jewels and stuff like that as literally just an innocent obsession. I don't see her as malicious. I see her as like a child with a toy. And that's why her energy wasn't affected as much as everyone else's was. If anything, this energy protected her. Oh my God. Okay. So Hermit is about isolation. Knight of Cups is a verse. And I don't know if this will show up on camera, but this is ego. Six of Wands. So this was her way of finding herself. She was extremely vain. We know that. She's very vain, very much superficial with the Six of Wands, but this is her way of like being herself. This was what got her. Was her identity. It seems like she wasn't permitted to have an identity, so this was her way of getting out of that. Nine of Pentacles is a single card. The Seven of Wands upright and the King of Cups. I definitely think she fought to be with a guy, for sure. It's almost like she wanted, I don't know if maybe she didn't get what she wanted, but I can't tell. But that's like wanting to fight for a guy and be with a guy. So it's like, this guy's a good guy, I promise. Maybe she was trying to date someone who was like not famous or something at one point. But there's something that she was fighting for. It doesn't really matter. I'm trying to learn more about the curse of this thing. But let's see if we can keep going. King of Swords reverse, Ace of Cups upright, Queen of Wands. I see her getting blamed for a lot of stuff. That's other people around her blaming for her for a lot of stuff. But it was more so the company she kept. I'm trying to see if we can maybe... Page of Cups, Wheel of Fortune reversed, and Five of Cups. Here's the bad luck. Okay, so this is the bad luck. This is the detachment, and this is the Five of Cups. This is the disappointment. I think that this thing enhances energy so hard that if she was having a really bad time, everyone else would. It's like the ultimate influence. It's influencing other people with their emotion. Whatever emotion they're feeling, it's influencing everyone around them. The Ten of Pentacles is a lot of money, long-term. King of Pentacles reverse and the Ten of Wands, a burden. So that to me indicates this thing being a burden to the wearer and not in a financial way. So that, I mean, I know it was a lot of money, but that means that once you have it, you're stuck with it. Devil's reverse. Okay, so Devil would be the witchcraft here, but the Judgment card's upright and the Page of Pentacles. That's usually a sign of there not being something. That's like evil conquered. Oh. The blessing worked. So I can tell you whatever blessing they did help. That Hierophant is the blessing. That's like religious activity. The Chariot's upright in the Nine of Swords, which means it did help a little bit. I don't think it changed anything. I think it reset the energy. So what I think was happening is that there's a lot of toxic people that had this thing, and for some reason it enhances the energy inside of you and it projects it onto others. So I think what was going on here is, I think before she owned it, it was never cleansed or anything like that. So the negative energy just followed every single person. So this thing is almost like easily influenced. And so I do think this thing was kind of calling her name. I do think so. Because to me, it seems like, sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I'm shaking my leg. That's probably a sign. I feel like I can't even breathe. Like with this reading, it's like very tight in my chest. It's like anxiety. It's like this, I can't describe the feeling other than like anxiousness, anxiety, like it's like a pick me up. It's like this thing is like, I feel like I have ADHD. Like I can't focus. Like I'm like, where am I going? I don't know where I'm going. It's like being addicted to a drug. It's like this thing calms you down. Like, cause I can just envision myself like putting the necklace on and be like, I wonder if that's how she felt when she wore jewels. It like made her focus and kept her focused. Because that's how I feel. It's like I can't breathe. And then I put on the jewel and I'm like, okay, I'm cool. I'm fine. Everything's okay. Like a security blanket. Seven of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, it's money, comfort, and a Three of Cups, not trusting others. Oh my God. Okay, so this thing helped her with her own intuition of who she could trust and who she couldn't trust around her. I know that there was a lot of bad things that was happening around her, but the thing is that I think the Three of Cups is the indicator there, because that's about people she shouldn't trust, people who were jealous, people she couldn't trust, people that she couldn't do anything with. Ooh, Death is upright, Stars reversed, and the Four of Cups reversed. Detachment, nobody knows, Death. This is the hardest read I've ever had to done. This energy's really hard to pick up on. I'm not familiar with it, so like I can't figure out what it means. So the Six of Pentacles, again, breaking of some sort of contract or agreement. Nine of Wands reverse, walk on eggshells. Eight of Pentacles. Oh my God. Okay, so this is exactly what happened. So remember how I said this thing was clear and set, and the intentions were set, and it absorbs whatever it's around? So the way she got this, they did break a contract. She didn't initially buy it, and they were fighting about that. So what fucking happened with this thing is that anytime you didn't follow through with an agreement, anytime you didn't follow through with a commitment or a contract, it would attract negative things to you. Because whatever this thing is, it just enhances the energy. It's like an amplifier. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what I'm hearing, an amplifier. So for me, because the initial contract was so messed up, anybody who didn't follow through with something or didn't do something to the wearer or for the wearer at that point would have something happen. I don't think it was as black and white, though. I think it has to be consistent corruptness. Like someone who's like consistently doing things. It's so weird. It brings out, I still feel childlike energy. It's like a childlike innocence. It like brings you back to your youth. I don't know what that means, but I feel like a kid again. Like I feel like when I wear this thing, I feel like a child. It's almost like a mother protecting a child. It's weird. The Moon is reversed, the Emperor is upright. Yeah, and the Eight of Swords. Again, that's about exposing dictatorships, exposing dictators, exposing controlling people. The Eight of Swords is like a victim and feeling trapped because of that. So to me, again, the wearers before this, it showed true intentions. Ten of Swords would be a betrayal. The Page of Wands reversed, and Eight of Cups. That's about wanting to run from the things that you've done. So to me, this thing is like atonement in a bottle. It's literally like a pendant of atonement. I don't know if that's a thing. That's what I keep hearing, like a pendant of atonement. Like this thing is going to give you what you deserve. It's almost like, you know, when they say like, be careful what you wish for, very much like if people like made a wish with like an entity or something that was negative, and it's like, well, be careful. It reminds me of the latest season of Sabrina, which by the way, I was a hot ass mess at the end of that. I was hysterical, crying, boogers coming out of my nose. But anyways, it reminded me of that. There's an episode where there's like a little trinket that they can wish on, but they have to be careful what they wish for because it doesn't always go the way they wanted it to. It reminds me of that. I'm drawn to that scene in my head where it's like, yeah, it's like you can sort of, it amplifies things and it's like a pendant of atonement. That's what I keep hearing. I don't know if that's a thing. Let's pull from the Dark Mirror Oracle deck because I want to see if we can get the initial intentions that were set for this thing. Like what happened that made it this way. Let me see if I can find that deck actually because I don't even know where I put it. It's in here somewhere. Here it is. Okay. Forgetting oneself. temple of my body, downcast pride. Oh, perchance to dream. So whoever was one of the first people that had this, that was a narcissistic, egotistical maniac. The temple of my body to me is like luring someone in. So that would be like maybe like someone who was like really beautiful that was also like a witch, or maybe knew someone. It looks to me like there's like a temptation. So like someone came in as almost like a seductress, or as almost as like someone who was like pretending to be nice. I knew it, naked before the stars. This is the scenario that I see in my head. Someone going to like an emperor and being very seductive, and like maybe even sleeping with them or just being around them, and then cursing them almost. That's like the vibe that I'm getting. So for me, what that means is that's when this energy stuck to this pendant. To me, it seems like someone who was trying to get revenge. Calling the storm. Addicted, yeah. Ooh, someone was trying to get revenge and get people to see the true intentions. So for me, the initial curse happened then. I don't know if it's when they were given this pendant or if it was while they were in the possession of the pendant, because it doesn't mean that it had to be there in the beginning, but it just means that that was the motivation, and that's when this thing began. I don't even know if they knew what they were doing, but it's like displacement is what I hear. So it's like displacing that feeling onto a pendant or onto the diamond. It's not as like nefarious, is that the word, as it sounds. It's not as deep. Like, it's weird, but it's not as deep. It's almost like kind of normal, so to speak. I don't know. It's weird. I wonder if they accidentally put, because you know, you can put intention on anything, and if you really want something to be something, you're gonna make it that. Intention-based work is a thing, and I wonder if that's what it is. It's almost like everyone felt this so strongly that it just happened, but it's not there. I don't know. It's hard to figure that out. Okay. Well, there's the spell card and manifestation, so we're not super shocked. Okay. Magic circle, protection, prosperity. So that would be like the rich people. Protection. Oh, okay. Chalice fulfillment is like a friendship vibe. Watchtower of the South is the summer. And then I think, right? Or does that say autumn? I can't read. It says summer. Okay. And spring. Okay. So when I think of these two, I think I know what this is. Containment. Okay. So here's what I think is going on. These are like happy times, and these are celebrations. So to me, this would be like, oh, I can help you with that. I can protect you. Let me do something to it. Or someone coming in and pretending that they're going to do something, or maybe they don't even know they're going to do this spell, this protection spell. Maybe they don't even know they're doing it, and they weaseled their way in and manipulated their way in and then did it. I just don't think it was done right. Yeah, altar, dedication. Hold on one second. Let me pull one more. Awakening. High priestess, responsibility. Yes. So there's the responsibility that makes me think of the atonement again. I think that this, whatever happened here, I don't think the person knew what they were doing. I don't think it was done correctly. I don't think they even got what the outcome they were looking for. I think there were two things going on that backfired. There was one atonement spell, I feel like, and I see another protection spell that did not work. So this thing has two energies that were like falsely put on it, and I think that is what manifested. And that's the best I can do here. Like, that's the best way I can describe it. I feel like I'm doing a poor, like, I think I'm poorly describing this, but because, like, I don't get why it feels so faint. Like, it doesn't feel like the heaviest curse, which is weird because if there's so much death around it, why does it not feel like the heaviest curse? And then I think, well, there's a weird protection spell on it too. I wonder if there's something that you need to do to keep yourself protected, and we just don't know what that is. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what you think. This is a weird one. I don't know if we'll ever know. Maybe you guys can help me figure it out. So I don't know. Thanks for suggesting this. I hope you guys liked it. Make sure you follow me Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Antphrodite. I've been uploading a lot on TikTok, so hopefully you guys can follow me over there. I'm trying to get a TikTok boyfriend, so help me. If you guys like this, there's also a link to my PayPal down below if you'd like to tip. And until next time, bye guys.